Evening, everyone. Hello, I'm Professor McCoy. Welcome back to Greedfall II. We're ready to go. Have to excuse me if I am a little too quiet tonight. Please let me know. My throat is a little scratchy. Try not to be too loud. I have my gain boosted a little bit, and the gain turned down ever so slightly. So if either one is a little off, feel free to yell at me in the comments. In the chat, comments. Actually, I'm not looking at you. Don't do that. Use the chat. Right here. I'll definitely. Oh. Alright. Let's continue. Let's keep going. If you recall, we were just going through the ancient Astrain? What was Astrian? Or the ancient ruins. The Groman ruins. Going through and doing some exploration. Happened across a new base camp where we need to gap with some people a bit more and continue onward. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a way back up. It's not seem to be functional. Anyway, we were exploring these ruins and we were trying to relight the torches on these towers. Like, trying to sort of uncover the mysteries here to undermine some of the attempts of Sybil's family, the DeVesps, to earn the trust of the. Sorry.
From that faraway island, aren't you? What do they call you again? Tyr Fradian?
You have a skeleton. Odd. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. I have a field research table with a candle lantern, writing notes at night, with a skeleton, which seems to be completely decomposed. That you seem to have meticulously put back together in a sleeping position. In the Halo CE death pose. Having rearranged it on your table. Man, I tell you, this is one of the and I get it. It took me a second to realize what was weird about this. Like, yeah, they're exploring ruins, so yeah, they're going to be finding skeletons. They're going to be finding remains. Right? That's normal. But strikes me as deeply abnormal, which I don't know if it should strike everyone as abnormal, but it strikes me as deeply abnormal. And I think it, strictly speaking, should, is that if you're going to find a skeleton, first of all, it's not going to be intact like this. Might be intact insofar as it's all in the same place. That sort of thing, but if it decomposed, particularly out of the ground, it will have fallen apart. And so reassembling it is a separate process. And if you actually look at archaeological dig sites, the bones are apart. They'll be laid out in carefully carefully cataloged areas and that sort of thing. But even in a time period more like this, which is early modern, you'd still have had it sort of laid out rather than reconstructed on someone's writing desk. Oh man, I think that, again, I think this is kind of the artifact of thinking of us moderns, who don't interact with bones very much, thinking of skeleton as like coherent things, right? But skeletons only have structural integrity because of either the fleshy bits that provide structure or magic. Right? Because like reanimated skeletons are presumably reanimated by magic. That's kind of what's holding them together, because they don't have any ligaments or muscles or sinuous fibers or anything holding them together. They would just apart. There are a few exceptions to that. There are some joints that will kind of adhere for a little while in a stationary position. I would think probably like some elements of like hip joints and maybe like rib cage to a column kind of thing, but a completely desiccated skeleton like this, no, that's bizarre. But again, to be fair, this at most should strike someone as uncanny. It's weird to recognize this as particular. Because usually when you have a skeleton, it's an asset the plot, which is probably how this happened. No one really thought of this. Because why would you? Okay, oh, we have this citizen Paren here. They are just a scientist studying a skeleton. Goes, okay, cool. Put a skeleton on the table. How should it be arranged? Both laying down. Probably how it died. Yes, yeah, right. Probably put it back how it was when discovered it, so just on the table like that. Anyway, alright, it's one of those little bits of
It's locked.
Okay, what do I do about that? One of those little bits of anti-realism that irk me a little more than it should. Okay, it's blocked. Cool. What do I do about that? Go this way. Around that ledge. Good reason to do that. Oh, okay, hold on. No, that doesn't look explored down there. Oh no, that's blocked. Not gonna be cleared today. Oh yeah, it's gotta be through here. Yeah. That side. No? Maybe not that side. Huh. Maybe I gotta talk to somebody and ask. Maybe our skeleton guy over here. Oh, he went to bed. Okay. Ah, here we go.
Well, have you discovered anything of note?
Unfortunately, for the time being, our exploration has been blocked by this landslide.
Ah, yes. The site is unfortunately quite unstable in places.
But don't worry, I notified the prince, and he promised us that he would send us explosives to clear the way quickly.
Are you
They
sure you
should
want to do
arrive
that?
tomorrow morning, I imagine. Unless you have some with you and can clear it all away yourself, which would be a stroke of luck.
We've at least finally managed to get the lift working.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to come and rest at the camp with us while we wait for the delivery?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you for the invitation. We'd be delighted to return to the camp with you.
Excellent. It's just a minor setback, and at least we'll be well rested tomorrow.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah, that is totally fine. This. Uh-huh. I think conversations I need to have a show. I guess not.
Did you have any other questions? Don't be shy. The quest for knowledge is a noble one.
No, okay. Other new.
We are going to return to our investigations.
By all means, by all means. And let me know if you discover anything of even the slightest importance.
Take a rest. Sorry, what? Being attacked by what? Oh, bandits. Cool. Alright, yeah, let's all focus fire this guy. Take him out, and then work our way. Charge. Knock over this guy.
No quarter!
Okay. Ingo. Who's Ingo? And Ludwig. Let's just taunt those guys. Huh? So we can bring everybody a little bit closer together. Teleport there. Getting attacked. No, that's silly. I'm just gonna walk over there. Why not just do that? Then we're gonna knock over you. Little carpet shape. Ludwig, why are you there? I told you to taunt them, not go over to them. Whatever, it's fine. So everyone's fine. Okay. I'm gonna knock you. Finish this guy off real quick, and she's gonna teleport behind. Yeah. And Ludwig gonna knock him over again.
Is
did it.
everyone all right?
Isn't that bad?
I think so. I'm all in one piece. What a horrific attack.
Alas, poor Flora is no longer with us. Those brutes killed her before we could do anything to stop them.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
poor
liked her.
Flora.
Which is why she died, of course.
She was so passionate about our research and so kind. What sort of monster would be willing to kill a young woman while she sleeps? What were they hoping to find? We haven't even made it into the heart of the ruins yet. Oh, the prince is going to be devastated. I hope he won't put a stop to our research.
I hope so too.
And let's hope the explosives arrive tomorrow, as expected.
This is what complicate matters.
We must make a discovery fast if we want to keep the prince's support. Let's get some rest. I doubt we'll be attacked again tonight.
Don't say things like that. Please don't say. Oh. Oh, no, it's not. We're back. Did we get our explosives? Neat.
Did you have any other questions? Don't be shy. The quest for knowledge is a noble one.
We are going to return to our investigations.
By all means, by all means. And let me know if you discover anything of even the slightest importance.
I guess our quartermaster or whoever she is? Who's this guy?
You're back. Have you found anything yet? Have your heightened senses put you on the trail of a treasure?
Not yet. The landslide stopped us in our tracks.
Oh, that damned landslide! If they'd listened to me, it would have been cleared by hand days ago.
The last time we saw each other, you were making off with a relic that would make you rich.
Oh, and that's exactly what happened. Maybe not as rich as we would have liked, but richer than we'd ever been. Then, well, things got better for us, but money runs out quickly in a city like this. And my darling Dilara couldn't forsake her passion for antiques, so we decided to get involved in this dig.
Oh, Wingo. There's nothing more magical than going on an adventure with you in these ruins.
All right.
What brings you to these ruins?
You may remember that antiques are my speciality, and this sort of place is full of them.
So you're hoping to find treasure, like you did in Esquiara?
Oh, this is completely different. Of course, we're still just as fascinated by the treasures of the past, but now we work for the good of science. My dear friend showed us how much we had to gain by expanding our knowledge.
Yeah, you can get rich quicker.
Unless your friend has suddenly become a magician, I find it hard to believe that you work for science.
I'm offended by your remark. Our escapades in Esquiara taught us to appreciate the value of history. Our methods may have been questionable, but we were never bandits. We were gentlemen of fortune, and we became even more fortunate. That's all.
Okay, well, let's leave them to it, I guess.
We're going to get some rest until the rubble is cleared away.
We're all kind of on the same team here.
Get some rest.
We are planning to
We
betray
can need
everyone,
your
basically,
gifts
and
to
just
be at their
give the
best
fines to
tomorrow.
the Sardes. Whatever. Oh, not the Sardes. That's their cousin. The. Oh shoot! What's the other family's name? Apamon. It's gonna bother me. D'Orsay, that's it. That's it. Constantine, his family. He's got nothing for us. That's not the right elevator. This lift. It's coming. Feel it. I mean, to be fair, that did go pretty quickly. How do I go down? There we go. Hi, Grace. How are you? Pretty good. Like I said, though, my throat's a little bit sore, so I may pause for a cough drop at some point. I might, more my sinuses. Either way, I may pause for a cough drop. I may need to adjust the volume settings a bit, so if I'm too quiet or the game is too loud or something else is wrong, oh, excuse me, do please let me know. See what I can do to fix it. Trying not to speak all that loud. Let's talk. Oh. Alright, do I need to blow it up, or is it just going to do it itself? Oh, okay. I kind of really hate that we're blasting in these ruins, but do what you gotta do, I suppose, right? Not a mess. This. Where am I? Use. Let's go this way. Plants. I think we're out of the way of them. This locked? And really? Oh, bunch of them.
Only a fool dares to attack a Devest.
Okay, that was... Maybe this wasn't the wisest of it. Move up. And you can power sweep 3. Work. That's weapon blessing. Okay, we're doing fine for now. Focus this one. Focusing. It. I gotta keep an eye on health, and then Fausta can do some cool healing. Oh, your right forearm is this? Oh, like... For the cats. Are they missing? Is everything okay? Did you find them? Death 2? Yeah, that'll... Oh, shoot, there's one. That guy's just wandering around like an idiot, though, so that's fine. Ludwig is doing perfectly fine. footsteps app. Actually, no. Carpet's safe. Pablo. Uh-oh. No, 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 Fausta. Take that one. Oh, this can be a problem. Okay, Ah! Excellent. Keep this one away from you. And just start attacking this guy. Pretty weakened. Hacking me. Break his shields. Come on, Ludwig, kill this thing. Fausta, where the hell is she? Oh, she's on the ground. Okay. Cats are in your mom's friend's room. On the bed. Oh, that good place. Mom's friend's dealing with family med. Almost a month. Oh, I have cats all of a sudden. Oh, okay. I've seen pictures of said cats. I didn't take it as I didn't think of it as odd, I guess. Let's weaken. Useful. Keep fighting, I guess. I don't know. Just keep killing this guy. It's already weakened, right? Is not weakened. I need something to knock this guy over, because that's a problem. Got Fausta pinned. Alright, Ludwig. Knockdown. Do that. That'll help, I think, probably. Oh, those from last time. Okay, different ones. Different cats. Gotcha. Sybil, let's Divine Ray. That'll work. And Ludwig, back to you. All right, cool, we got him. Oh wow, the knights you killed last time got revived. Well, it's a miracle. Ooh, a hole, like a chest. I kind of appreciate that there is basically no need it to manage inventory in this game. Kind of appreciate that. Yeah. Can I sneak? They're sleeping. Wow. Well. Pleased with that. Glad they have double scorpion stinger.
Watch your step. Traps.
That the scream did not wake them. Bleeding. Anyway. See what we can do here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's where I came in, isn't it? No, it's not. I can get through that. No. Huh? Can I get through there? Can't be right. You have an Xbox on your computer. You have both Assassin's Creed Valhalla and with Wrath and Deliverance 2 on it. Ooh, I will. Okay, I liked Assassin's Creed a lot less after Black Flag. I mean, frankly, I liked it a lot less after the Ezio trilogy. I didn't really even like 3 that much. Meow.
I can't
My
do
body. I didn't even really like 3 that much. But Black Flag at least was a really good pirate game. Back. Woo. And I like a good pirate game. There was absolutely no reason for Ubisoft to release, what was it, Skull and Bones or whatever it was, their new quadruple A pirate game, and then also remaster or whatever Assassin's Creed 4. Like, wildly unnecessary. What are we fighting? Oh, God. Okay, what is that? Fascinating. Oh God, that's a lot of shields. All right, let's focus fire the little one first. Let's weapon blessing Leiden. I'll blow no. The other one. So reinforcement, then shout, then foul blow. Ludwig, knock him down. Power sweep him. Oh Jesus, there's more of them. Okay, that's not ideal. All right, Sybil's hurting. Been a little. Ludwig. Still need to finish this guy. Here, Ludwig, taunt everyone real quick. And then Hawk. Shoot. Ludwig is right next to her, right? Right? Where's Ludwig? Yes, close enough. First aid. Completely out of action points. I'm bleeding. That's not great. I don't love that. We keep fighting. Hope for the best. Action point. Sybil. Excuse me. Ray says, I mostly have Valhalla for the Wrath of the Druids DLC. Because you can play in like 9th century Ireland. Hoping to get my eyes on some Celtic clothing, even if it's their interpretation of it. Yeah, but you're playing the bad guys. You know, I don't know. That Assassin's Creed more and more over time. I'd be playing more and more bad or at least morally questionable people. Where is the big? That'll hit him. And can Beatings have to heal. God, these things are getting rough. Ludwig, you have to taunt again, aren't you? Why can't I switch to him? That'll work. Combat healing, you two. No, I need to... No, because I need to heal Sybil. Shoot. Shadow Girl.
My armor is ruined.
Ludwig, can I not control Ludwig? Potion, I guess. And heck, this is bad. Getting rough.
I'd best vanish into the shadows.
Heal everyone. That looks like it'll heal everyone at least a little bit. Enough, I guess. Finally, Ludwig. Okay. Heal Sybil. Be done. Save your AP. Sybil's about to get healed. Bunch of AP. Dance of Steel. Horseman. Them dance. She's got AP galore. I don't get this. Can't switch to her. Oh, cool. Ludwig. Sybil. Took one down. Go after this one. And haunt them at least for a minute. Oh god. Okay. Heal self. Ugh. Sybil, yell at everyone. %50. Fine ray. Okay. Still has weakness. Why not? Let's just do it. Stun. Got the AP for it. Fausta, knock that one over. Keep attacking this one. Oh.
My armor is completely ruined.
We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Not doing great. Okay, though. Out of here. Heal. Heal. Okay, we only have 2 left. Yay! All right, this is rough. All right, I gotta heal Sybil. She needs to foul up this guy. Fausta. Okay. Fine Ray. Okay. Ludwig. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. A save combat healing. I don't need it. Get away. That one needs though. Cheeky bullets. Wait, what's that do? Okay. Okay, we're doing okay. We got this. Sybil's hurting. That's okay. As fast as gonna Divine Ray. Gonna get her back a little bit. A violent charge. Beaton is gonna cutting charge. Sybil is gonna enforcement. Pablo. Ludwig, you got spare AP to heal. We got this. Fausta. Wow. I did not see those coming. That was a tough one. I am some just got back from Mass. Wonderful. Well, that's gotta be nice. Saturday evening Mass. Ah. And here we are. We're back here. We tried to get through there last time. Anyway, welcome. How you doing? We're moving right along. Not that one. Going right this time. Left, left. Don't jump. Junk. Plant matter. I'm wondering, can you guys actually see each other properly, or is this just up here? Honey. There's a bird bat creatures. Bench. There's no way we're sneaking past it. Maybe. Maybe we will. Oh, there's a chest over there, isn't there? There's a reward for this fight. I really hope so. Initiate. Oh god, they're spitters. Oh, that's bad. Okay, I didn't realize. Shoot. Charge. Not realize they were ranged. Frick. Teleport behind that one. Fausta, get that one away from you. Briden. I don't know. Kill that one. Fausta, do not stand in the Posion. Heal Sybil a tiny bit. Like to heal Freedom. Oh, did heal Freedom. Wonderful. Perfect. Exactly what I want. Knock over and the one all the way over there. And then... Go solo that one, I guess. That should be fine, right? I was just helping. Gonna... Oh, shoot! Thought Sybil was in range for that. Okay, knock that one over. Ludwig. Sybil... Sybil. I don't know, weaken that one. Go get him. Ugh. Yay! We did it. Ooh, leather brigandine, medium. Range for hardened leather brigandines. That's not what a brigandine is, even slightly. What the okay. Where is that? The brigandine. Woo! Okay, but no. Level requirement. The missioner's very cool, but no, not as good. Yeah, no, everything is a strict downgrade from that. Alright, never mind. What's Sybil? Grades. First coat? It's not too bad. It's a little frumpy. And it's heavy. Oh, why? What? Leather brigandine? Non-modifiable. That's the other thing. Medium. Costa. Spider Mage's Root. Fire's Code. That's heavy armor. Heavy armor. Manic Secretary. Medium. Proselytize. Yeah, okay. We can level people. When am I gonna make anyone bleed? I was bleeding. I upgrade that. Oh, that's how. Bleed damage. Eh. Toughness. Maybe. Ability. Strength. Nice AoE skill. I'll take it. Alright, Sybil. Air shot. Shields. Using that more. Oh, you can't read the text on screen? Oh, no. Is this better? On this screen, is it legible? I know sometimes it's not, just because of the background and the way I have it set up as a trans. Hopefully it's... Sorry about that. Chris says, I doubt it's the Orange Menace being an idiot. Canada, it's probably just being an actual asshole. Could be YouTube. YouTube is usually to blame. Also, though, there is... Steel Sharp Pearl. I need to apply some of these skills. Coding. Back image. Yeah. Agility. Let's go focus. Fausta. Oh, let's go. Brent. We already have it. Of course we do. Yeah, when she gets surrounded. Says he's too dumb of a boomer to even think about that sort of censorship. At least when it comes to censoring access to global YouTube, which have a regional hit operates. Yeah, I mean, would be up to Carney to censor it here. Look, I understand that that ImpSimp is a dangerous radical and that Carney personally hates him, but I probably not. Maybe it's all the smoke that's interrupting the signal.
It's locked.
Maybe it's just California. Like, there's just something about California. Could be that. There's options, what I'm saying. I should have been a little more cautious. Tunnel with violin music.
Watch your step. There are traps.
Where? Okay, where are the traps? What is... Oh, it's those. Uh-oh. I want them to fight each other. Is that going to happen? Oh, hello. Yeah, there's no avoiding this fight. It's gonna happen. Whoa. I hope those don't join. Size is too small to see it. Oh, from the couch. Okay. Yeah, that's... See. Well, you make it a little bigger, maybe. A little better, maybe. How much that's going to help, but... Ooh! Those guys are shooting at us? Uh-oh. Okay, Blast.
Now I'm going to buy some new armor.
Okay,
I'm wounded.
double down. Okay, Fausta. Ringer, I don't have enough AP.
We've lost one of our... I must remain focused.
There's that one. Fausta. Knock that one over, and then... Red. Knock him over. Okay. Kill myself. Attacking. Fausta. Ugh. Okay, there, and then... Okay, everything's doing fine. Does have fields, knock some of them. Fausta, combat healing. Ludwig can heal her though.
My armor.
Very bad. Okay. Then Ludwig is gonna hit that one. No, he's not. He will hunt these two and then attack that one. Eden is trying to finish off that one.
May the enlightened be with me. The sense that my hour is near.
It's not, you're fine. Come on, Fausta. Still in touch. You can finish that guy off. Be done. First aid Fausta and Saber. I think you're doing okay. Could resurrect her, but I'll just wait. Hey. Woo! That was a little bit rough. Let him go there for a second. Go. That or try. Anyway. So. Oh yeah, enabling chat on the TV probably would not help because you guys would still not see each other for some reason. I don't know why that is, but it is irritating. Anyway, though, yeah. What? I'm Posioned? Keeps hitting my magic. That's really irritating.
I can't do it.
I mean, if it helps the text size issue, that's at least something. I do typically read off cats. At least kind of felt them. That's the last of them, right? We did it? Cheers. Well done. Well done, team. Oh. That just opens the tomb. There's still more to go.
Did you hear that sound? That last lever seems to have triggered something.
The tomb must have opened. Ancestors from days of yore, if indeed we are related, we are about to enter your final resting place.
That?
I can't do it.
I don't want to fight those two. Thanks. I almost wonder. Wait, how do we get back there? I almost wonder if maybe you could pull up the chat on like YouTube mobile, whether the app or a browser. I'm not actually sure if that would work. But thought. Ah. Damn it! Really, Fausta stood by the bomb. Still, I will say I still don't really care for blowing up these things. Fresco of the Sun God, not a fresco. Anyway, so there's been some stuff in the news that I kind of wanted to talk about. I've got two topics in mind that I really want thoughts on. One being the sort of rise of what you might charitably call right-wing economic populism, or uncharitably call right-wing socialism. I'm perfectly comfortable being uncharitable about it, frankly, but in any case, though, yeah, it's this set of ideas that have been promoted by people like J.D. Vance, but not exclusive. Down there. Abilities. Fausta. I'm not going to use hurtful word. Shadow Storm you. But hurtful words. Alright. She is gonna wait for Sybil to get there. But you're gonna foul blow. Weaken it. Then Fausta's going to attack. Fine, right, once everyone's... Ah, hello, Rose. Hi, Rose. Okay, actually, here's another question. This is unrelated to anything I was just talking about or wanting to talk about, but it's an interesting question. Do your cats respond to what noise do they respond to? Because I've been told that is the like cat calling noise. Not cat calling. You know what? The noise you use to call cats. But my cats have never really responded to that. Not really. More than anything, my cats have responded to the kissy noises or like tongue scritchies, that sort of thing. Knock down. A dangerous one. No, I'm gonna bless Vrieden. Ludwig is gonna... Why are they attacking Sybil? Oh, it's because that one's spitting. FAP to teleport. Okay, fine. Fausta is gonna knock over the spitter. Vrieden. I don't know. Gotta take out that. Good Dutch. Ludwig. Go up there a little bit. Fausta is gonna heal everybody. Right, I hope? Now she's gonna... Just a tiny bit. Ludwig, you can power sweep these two and focus on that one. Sybil. I don't want to taunt them at all. Why can't I use a gun? Or a throwing knife. Throwing knife, that's weird. Ray says they aren't directly my cats. I'm not with them consistently, unless I stay with them. I can't say definitively what they react to for calling. Other one, George, react to his Yours is more shallow, more shadow though. Shadow-like though. All you Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing too. You can definitely train cats to know. I just mean, general, like especially if it's a stranger cat. Like if it's a cat that you don't know. Fausta, move, and then be done there. No, perfect save. Up down some. And does she have? She doesn't have the AP for Shadow Storm. Should finish it and hit points back. Yep, perfect. All right, Sybil, finish this thing off. Blast it from over here, I guess. Meanwhile, we'll try and finish this off. Perfect saber. No, gonna shoot it. Then sharp hits it. The big is just gonna. Oh, come on. Tapping. Tapping! Charge, violent charge. Oh, waste one. Whatever. Alright. Yeah, the meme. Exactly. Yes, thank you, Grace. Talking about. But, like, that's the thing. That never made any sense to me, because I never go to a cat. Like, I don't do that. That doesn't... not the noise I make to tell a cat that I would like it closer. It's always... or... it's always little tongue clicks or little kisses. That's it. That's how I tell a cat to get closer. Come here. Or talk. All right, I'll say, come here. Come on. Kitty, kitty. Or, you know, the usual. I will say those things, too. Anyway, before we proceed, I did want to talk about, like I said, I wanted to talk about this sort of right-wing populist, this economic populism problem that I think is coming to prominence on the right. Maybe in the wake of Trump, I guess. Kind of brought about by the Trump movement, by that kind of thing. But it's a kind of right-wing socialism that really irks me. It's really popular, and it's becoming more and more popular, especially on the right, among people who should know better. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the Shiloh Hendricks verdict. She was the one who allegedly. I'm just gonna say she's the N-word chick. The N-word chick. Her. But she's the one who. The verdict is absolutely insane because she was, first of all, she was convicted of saying a no-no word, saying a blasphemy, I guess. But that is, I think, the major confluence of factors. One is the sort of civil rights regime in U.S. law. One is cultural, the sort of cultural impact of sort of anti-racism that goes to the point of excess. And then another element of it, other elements are the judge herself, who is notoriously lenient on child sex predators and other evil, nefarious people, and is herself ideologically driven. This is Daly, last name. I forget her first name, but Daly is her name. If anyone knows her address, go ahead and post it. That's fine. Not to encourage anyone to actually do anything about it. I'm just saying. Maybe she deserves to serve serve Shiloh's sentence, and also the sentence of the child rapists that she keeps letting off easy. Anyway. But then, anyway, she was Shiloh Hendricks was convicted not for disorderly conduct towards the child, who she allegedly called the N-word after he was trying to steal her. Who, by the way, already had a police record at 9 years old, whose family claimed he was 5 to the media, and who had an ankle monitor at the time. Police issued ankle monitor. No, she was cleared of those charges. That charge. She was convicted of disorderly conduct against the cameraman, who was a grown man, first of all, a Somali national, who was recording video at a public park, children's playground, who has a previous conviction of sexual assault against a minor, basically raping kids, raping a young teenage girl. I forget if she was 13, 14, something like that. Previously convicted. So this sex pest starts recording her and telling her to call him the N-word, and he does not say N-word. And so she does, and then flips him off, and now she's convicted for that. That's cool. Yeah, and like I said, it's and also the other element of this is it's Minnesota. Minnesota's political legal system is already spiraling the drain. Oh, by the way, did I mention that the guy has fled the country? The guy who was the plaintiff in the case essentially has fled the country. He is not he was not available to testify because he's not in the U.S. As far as anyone can tell, from the best I've heard, he fled to Somalia. So that's the situation. But anyway, she got convicted for that, which really tells us of the not necessarily the systematic problems of our justice system in general, but the problem in our justice system that this represents is the fact that that can happen on essentially a roll of the dice. Right? If you get the wrong judge in the wrong circumstances with the wrong media attention, and that judge happens to be a frumpy older woman, and you happen to be a young, attractive blonde woman, you're screwed. You're done. Posted. There's nothing you can do about that. And of course, the racial element goes into play. The virality goes into play. The money being raised for both parties comes into play. Who, by the way, the alleged victim, the legal victim, apparently lied directly to the court that he did not have an active GoFundMe. He does. Why was the Somali guy there anyway? Great question! Filming children, I guess. What more can I say? Like, the child rapist who is filming at a playground tells her to call him the N-word, except he doesn't say N-word. And when she says the N-word but doesn't say N-word, she's the one who gets convicted. Yeah, okay. Real, that's justice.
Wonderful, you did it. We're going to be able to enter the tomb at last.
Boys are all here. What's this? Oh, activate tracking. Oh shoot, how do I activate tracking? Alt. I mean, maybe he has family in the States. That's possible. Well, look, I mean, it's Minnesota. That's the thing. Minnesota has had a tremendous influx of Somali immigrants, both legal and illegal, over the last 10, 15 years. A little more. Which is,
I don't see how we could use this.
I mean, it's a bit of an issue, you know, when this is the sort of thing that results of it, and these kinds of impacts that it has on the legal system, which, I mean, that is a large aspect of it, that this is, that a lot of this was racialized, and a lot of it was because of that increase in population, a lot of whom are legal, and a lot of whom vote, and have dramatic impacts on the political system within Missouri. Missouri? Wait. Minnesota. I'm sorry, Minnesota. I'm sorry to malign the good people of Missouri. Minnesota. What's this? Oh, shoot. I need to reread the book, don't I? Okay. Oh, no. I have to reread the book. I'm going to search everything. Find all I need to find. And figure out the puzzle once I have all the pieces. Is the immigration mostly a federally based process down there? Definitely mostly federal here, as per who deals with the specific process of it. Yes and no. It is in theory, but not really in practice. Right, in theory, the federal government handles all immigration and naturalization. However, in practice, it can't. There's too much. And so it gets localized.
That might come in handy.
And because it gets localized in practice, the policies get localized in practice. Now, I will give some credit to the Trump administration. They've been trying to curtail that sort of patchworkism immigration policy, but they've only been able to do so much, and they can really only target Immigration and Customs Enforcement at the federal level ICE can really only target illegal immigration, and can't really affect immigration policy, or even how that policy is locally. Right, the local enforcement of immigration policy is a bigger issue than a lot of immigration laws. Give credit. So that's
That might come in handy.
one of the issues that we have. We have a lot of issues, but that's certainly one of them.
This is just what we needed.
Dagger. Boing. Grave robbing.
I can't do anything with this.
No, hold on, no. This stuff is way too old for this to be grave robbing. It's all RKL. Oops. Alright, so we have all four things.
This is just what we needed.
We have all four things. Head back. That is, the Somali element of this is also, it doesn't necessarily have to do with federal immigration policy so much as there being a system available to be exploited by bad actors. Right? That there's a lot of people who want to immigrate from Somalia because Somalia is kind of a shithole. Trust me, I've gotten told to move to Somalia hundreds, maybe thousands of times. Period. Um, it is currently a shithole. To be fair, mostly not because of a state of anarchy, but because of a conflict takeover. Setting that aside, sorry, got distracted. When a place is that bad, yeah, people are going to want to leave it. And when people are going to want to leave it, where they're going to want to go, well, the U.S. is one of the best options. And where you want to go within the U.S., well, where there's already an established community with a lot of people who you have a lot in common with, which in this case means identity, or racial identity, nationality, that sort of thing. Right? So, in cases like this, what is essentially wind up happening is we have a system which is credit to the right-wing populists who are just decrying. They recognize this. A lot of them recognize. People like Aaron McIntyre acknowledge this quite well. That when you have a non-discriminatory system, that only works if you have good faith actors at play. If you have people who are going to be willing to systematically abuse a system like that, a good faith, equitable system, then yeah, you're gonna wind up creating all sorts of problems or allowing those problems to be created. All right, give me a moment. I'm gonna be right back. I have to use the restroom real quick. Give me just a All right, I'm back. Okay, interesting. Gray says, see, Canada's issue is literally having Indian criminals with fake papers evade capture and extradition back to India. In Canada, excuse me, so bad. Indian Prime Minister Modi has called us out. Wow, okay. That sounds like fun. To be perfectly fair, to discuss a similar issue, our Indian trouble are invited in. Our Indian problems are, basically supplemental labor with largely fake degrees from Indian degree mills that oops. Where is the documents? Here, okay. Ah, here they are. Here's the Pantheon. I'll get back to that in a moment. Yeah, our issue with Indians is the ones that are invited in, mostly on H-1B visas, to fill jobs, but to do so essentially cheaper than Americans will do them, with significantly less competence but higher credential. Um, yeah, it's one of those systematic, one of those fair systems abused by bad actors. Also, add in the tribalism factor, where Indian. This isn't just an Indian problem; it's just one example of it, where people of a particular in-group will get themselves into positions where they can then bring in more people of their same in-group into an organization until they gradually sort of take it over. You see this happening with Indians. You see this happening in a lot of places with a lot of different people groups. The any kind of diaspora people, especially. Another great example is overseas. The Chinese nationals, or at least Chinese people of Chinese descent in a lot of Southeast Asia, a lot of islands, they do this sort of thing as well. And I will not to bring it up, but the Jews have a reputation in some places. The Singh Hortons problem? What? Do you have a name for it? Dang. Wow, alright. Interesting. Fascinating. Scarcely venerated. Okay, now gotta travel. Accompanied by a dog hides a dagger. Okay. One with the dog needs a dagger. Got it. Out of horses. Warrior on horseback, bow in hand, hammer on his belt. Okay. Horseman, hammer. Dog, dagger, horse, hammer. How does the harvest? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna. Horseman? Or no, dogman. Dogman. Gets. Horseman. Gets. Thing a whole problem. That's still hilarious. Harvest. What are the mother goddess and the god of heaven? Rated through the entire asteroid station. Generosity is celebrated everywhere, even if it's sometimes regarded as capricious. Depicted with a vase and a sickle. I found a sickle, right? Vase, sickle. Yeah. That leaves her. Whoever that is. Let's find out. Gotta be either the goddess of the... not the fountain. Wife and niece of Isnet. Goddess of the moon is the goddess of war, riding a chariot. When died, she remained, and is therefore still. He entrusted her with his sword. Maybe. that a chariot? Like a water dragon lived in the rising local breath. I said to have found in the city. Okay, yeah, so it's got to be the sword. Oh, it is a chariot. Yeah, okay, it's a chariot. Got it. Singh is the common last name of all Sikh men. Okay. Basically, Tim Hortons here in Canada are largely staffed by Indians now. Almost completely Punjabis of different levels of Sikh religion. That's where Singh comes from. Ooh, we did it! Did it. It's a cool puzzle. And I like that it's not just solved for you, you actually have to read it. I mean, it's simple. It's rather straightforward. There's no red herrings.
You did it. We're going to be able to enter the
But that
tomb
is quite
at
cool.
last.
Let's go. We have a lot fewer Sikhs. I mean, to be fair, most of the Indian prints we have are relatively
This
high class.
text is a major
Social class.
find. Look, these are the
Socioeconomic class,
names
I
of all the kings of the last Astrian dynasty.
Yes, it's unbelievable. My mentor would have loved to have been a part of this discovery.
Look at the second to last name.
They hire all their friends who are also
Vespasia.
yeah, okay.
That's the archaic spelling of de Vesp, isn't it? Flora would have been so proud to present this find to the prince.
This tablet reveals an almost direct lineage between one of the kings of the last Astrian dynasty and the de Vesp family.
Am I gonna have to kill all of them?
I imagine that to acquire such a relic, the family will be prepared to pay a small fortune.
Inko, I don't think it's...
Shall we take it, Master?
Ingo, not. You wouldn't dare, would you? You're leaving aside the prince's hopes. You're about to deprive all of the historians in the world of this discovery.
I was hoping it was
Well, the historians will have to wait until the future owner of this tablet is willing to show it to them, I guess. Think of it as a kind of loan, a temporary change of ownership. Just long enough to make us rich.
Alright.
I thought you'd already demonstrated the full extent of your stupidity.
What are you
but I was
talking
wrong.
about?
If you
Sybil.
think we're going to let you take that tablet without a fight, think again.
Sybil, you're planning on doing
I ain't
exactly the same
resorting
thing.
to violence. But if I understand
Just selling it to the
correctly,
Dorsets.
you leave us no choice. Not to arms!
Come on. Not Ingo, Delara, you little bastards. He says, I think if you guys have Sikhs down there, there might be the non-turban wearing differences. Non-turban wearing still Sikh. They just aren't fully initiated into the ritual. It's possible. I think it's just a smaller minority. Also, remotely possible. I'm sick. For which I apologize. Not that I, weird thing to apologize for, but still, I feel bad. Charge. Reinforcement. Knock him out. Not out, but knock him over. I've been given a taste of my own medicine. I don't much care for that. Yell at them, please. Ludwig. Oh, I don't have enough AP to whammy slam. That's unfortunate. Really need to taunt yet? Maybe I do. Okay. Gray says, because you Americans see a turban and immediately call someone a terrorist. Listen, 9/11 was pretty traumatic for our people. Not saying that's okay, like even remotely, but that is why that happens. You're correct. That does happen. But that's why. There's a reason for it. Not a justifiable reason. It's a reason. Okay, next. Let's take out Nut, shall we? Foul Blow. Garbage Saber. Ludwig. Maybe I should have him... Oh, Ingo, you're not doing great. No, Garrett, you're doing fine. Ingo's just stupid. Why is he attacking him? That's very dumb. Whatever. I'd like to take out Delara. I don't like her, but whatever. I still gotta get her. Actually, no. I'm not gonna waste his AP. Let him keep it. Okay.
Please, stop! Take the tablets and let us live! Ingo got a bit carried away, but he won't do it again, will you?
Of course, we made a mistake.
Well, I killed a guy now for no reason.
Greed.
That's
But I
great.
promise you, it won't happen again.
Alright, fine, go.
Fine. Leave and don't ever come back.
Oh, I promise you. I give you my word. As a gentleman.
Come on, Ingo. Let's leave quickly before they change their minds. And you need medical attention.
We kind of stabbed the crap out of him.
I could never have imagined that those people would try to attack us like that.
Oh, we're gonna now.
Glad you were able to scare them off. It would have been a tragedy if they'd have stolen this incredible tablet.
We're about to.
Indeed. And it would be good to get it somewhere safe as quickly as possible. If it's all right with you, we can take it straight to the prince.
That's an excellent idea. The dig site is far from secure, so it's
Why
best
wasn't
to
that
get
a
this
dialogue
discovery
check?
somewhere safe as quickly as possible. Poor Flora. At least your death wasn't entirely in vain. Oh, perhaps the prince will be able to forgive us for what
Really
happened.
should have been.
I just hope, in the light of such progress, he will continue to give us the support we need to carry on the dig.
Casey, say this. You bring all this up as we're talking to a guy wearing a turban. Who's not that brown, but sort of vaguely. Vaguely non-white, I guess. I will say, okay, here's the thing too. Like, yes, 11 was horrible tragedy. It was one of the worst attacks on the U.S. ever. Certainly the worst attack in our lifetimes. Basically anyone. Almost anyone alive. But, at the same time, what happened afterwards was arguably worse. What the U.S. turned into, in reaction to the attacks on 9/11, is, we're still feeling the aftermath, as you rightly know, is monstrous. It was one of the biggest impetuses to empire building we've ever had. And of course, the millions of innocent people killed over the last 25 years. 24 years. Whatever. Still. The better part of my lifetime, and perhaps more than the lifetimes of, like... Oh, sorry. Not to interrupt the drama of what I'm saying, but... Yeah, it's bad. It's one of those things where the, well, I mean, honestly, it's what insurgents and other asymmetric proponents of asymmetric warfare, let's put it that way, what they depend on, right? There was no way the Taliban or Al-Qaeda or anyone related was going to take out the U.S. or even diminish the U.S., the force of one. What they were going to do is the exact same thing they did to the Soviets to get them to leave in them. which is get them bogged down and get them to destroy themselves, such that they can no longer sufficiently project forward. Which has happened, by the way. If you didn't notice, we, the U.S., the U.S. is kind of incapable of having a knockdown victory over Iran, which is a minor regional power at best. That's indicator of where the U.S. empire is. We'll say though, it was Daryl Cooper who brought this up. He said that he often prays that God lets him learn his lessons the easy way, so he doesn't have to learn them the hard way. Which I think there is hope that this is an example of that. That in the same way that Trump being able to take out Maduro, nighttime grab him with nothing going wrong and just flawless victory using the discombobulator or whatever, convinced him that the U.S. military was just so cool and you'd do anything that he told them to. We just waded into this quagmire of Iran, but now it's turned into an absolute mess. There's a good chance that this might temper the U.S. government's expectations as to what the military can do. Scale. And so it might mean that we're far less likely to pursue conflict with a real world power like Russia or China. Then again, their statists are famously retarded. So maybe they won't learn that lesson. We're all screwed anyway. I don't know. Let's go to the Siren embassy.
We'll have to go through the city center, but don't worry. Nothing will happen to this tablet.
Take the utmost care whilst carrying it.
I kind of feel bad about freaking this guy.
Very fragile. Meanwhile,
I also
going to
really
continue
despise the Bridge
studying
Alliance,
this
so
place.
maybe it's my
There are likely to
anti-turban
be
reasons.
hundreds of objects to catalogue, so it'll take me months.
Good luck, Garib. Hope to see you again soon.
We're never seeing that man. At least we better never see that. We're in trouble. All right. We'll say family. See what Sybil has to say about this. Let's run around in circles first.
Yes?
Yeah.
Do you need anything?
No.
Let's talk about it later.
Always at your service.
That's not necessary. Alright. Argentin. Oh, the guy the scientist we were talking. Okay, so Grace is. I assume you're referring to the scientist we were working with, right? The Bridge Alliance scientist. He gives Justin Trudeau in India that one time vibes. Look, okay, so there's a reason for that. Which is that the Bridge Alliance is a largely interracial conglomeration of nations. And so they're not like, they're culturally somewhere in between sort of postmodern European, because they're very, not postmodern, modern, very scientific, but also Arabic, Middle Eastern. So they have a kind of fanaticism, stereotypically Arabic. So there's this tension going on with their civilization. They're in a lot of ways somewhat similar to what I hate about the Qunari, because the Qunari are very, very much a sort of cross between Islam and communism, The British Alliance are kind of similar, but they're also a conglomeration of different nations. So they're not all Arabic or brown in general. They're from at least 3 separate nations. So, you know, the Justin Trudeau look is plausible.
Dear friends, what a pleasure to see you again. Do you wish to discuss something?
Yeah, here.
We've learned from our friend Sybil de Vespe that the prince wants to prove
Who's
the
standing right
antiquity
here?
of his bloodline.
Yes, I'd heard that. He claims his family is descended from the Astrian kings. He's convinced that some of the more traditionalist families would be more willing to support him if he could prove it.
He ordered an archaeological dig carried out in the ruins not far from the city in search of the Tomb of the Kings. We went there and were able to enter it and find the proof he was looking for.
Is that so? And I suppose that now you're wondering who to give this proof to.
Yeah,
I don't want to pressure you, of course. But I can assure you that if you were to give it to us, your expedition would be fully paid for.
Problem solved.
And you
There we
would
go.
also have the gratitude of the Prince d'Orsay, who is considered by everyone to be more honest and loyal than his rival.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Very true. There you go.
This tablet is a record of all the kings of the last Austrian dynasty. And it includes the name Vespasian.
The ancestral name of the de Vespes. If Prince Alexandre were to see it, his pride would drive him to even greater folly.
Here, take it.
Thank you. And don't you worry, we won't destroy it. It's a piece of history, after all. We'll just keep it in a safe place, so that it can't be used against us. You can also rest assured that your journey will be fully financed by the city of Serene. I'll see to it that the cargo is taken on board to keep costs down. And I'll appoint someone to travel with you and sell the goods in Tiafredi. You should be able to sail for your island as soon as you like. When you're ready, simply go and find the head of trade.
Wait, really?
They'll be waiting for you in the Square of the Forgotten Goddess in the city center.
Really?
Thank you.
That's it? We're there? Why do I need to meet LaRoque? I got it. I'm done. We're good. Devest family unfriendly. Uh-oh. Ray says, I make the joke because it seems like his turban is more appropriative of culture. He is vaguely to, not even from the same way Justin dressed in Indian tradition. Yeah. I remember the photos. Earlier, at least. I'm very familiar with making fun of Justin Trudeau. I was somewhat involved in the shitposting campaign against him during the trucker protest. Semi-professionally involved, in fact. Which, by the way, that was really funny. 4chan played Capture the Flag with him and managed to find the location of his Ottawa mansion house thing, based off of grainy news footage of the front door. I love the 4chan autists and their ability to play hide and seek. Amazing. They practiced with Shia LaBeouf, drove him up absolutely insane, and he wound up Catholic, which that's nice. Good for him. Had to go through some shit, but good for him. But hey, maybe Trudeau will go in that direction. Besides, Trudeau is half brown, right? So he's at least not fully white.
Could you write us a letter of recommendation so that we can meet a
I don't know
collector?
if we need to do this.
A certain Mr. LaRoque.
May I ask why you wish to meet Mr. LaRoque? He is a rather
I don't think I need to do
unusual
this.
character, shall we say.
We would like to ask him for a donation to finance a mission to support the Duton refugees.
I imagine you know that this man is anything but charitable. I hope you are prepared to find yourself caught up in some treasure hunt or other escapade. The man is incorrigible. Still, you've done us a great service, and since it is a question of charity, the man is incorrigible. Give me a moment to write you a letter.
Also
I'll be
Bruno
right back.
Cottage. Maybe? I'm not actually sure.
There you have it. With this, that
I'm not actually
pompous
sure if it
LaRoque
was one
will
of the
see
known
you.
locations or if he was
And
just staying
graciously,
at
I
like
hope.
a rented house or
But be
something.
wary of him.
That's kind of the impression I got.
He would do anything to get his money's worth, and he could put your lives in danger.
Thank you, Sir d'Argenton. We'll be careful.
We'll leave you to your work.
Thank you.
That'll do.
Come back if you need my insights.
Did we just, like, solve the main quest? Did we really just solve the main quest? Lafayette. Nah. Clear. Style. Yeah, let's try those. Let's meet Mr. LaRock, since we're... Actually, you know what? It's only 11:20. We can at least meet him. Yes, that is, I was referring to the Castro River. Look, there's enough evidence to at least think it's funny. It's plausible enough to be funny. That's what I have to say about the Castro River. Like, he looks really similar. Almost eerily similar. After that. What? I'm sorry, what? I'm writing to express not gratitude for what you did for my family, but for the freedom you gave me by letting Flora die. My late fiancé, my beloved, my son that's no that. Here I am, no silent once more. Without my dear Flora, it's a void, certainly. Rather airy void, so to speak. A chamber that could finally be opened after years of closed shutters. In which for the first time might smell something other than my mustiness and hand. I wouldn't go so far as to be indecent. Please accept my sincere gratitude. I look forward to hearing you out of Gross. Hey, wait, Grace, you do know that language is not genetic, right? He wasn't raised by Castro. Even if Castro were his father, like, biologically, that does not mean that he would automatically speak Spanish.
Ladies and gents, I have everything you need. Are you looking for something to make you...
Like, if he was still raised in French Canada, heck, he would still speak French. Let's see if we can... Yippee! Woo! Craftsmanship diplomacy. Diplomacy mechanism. Craftsmanship. Why not? Skills, let's upgrade. As a charity? The recovery time of healing and favor giving skills? That actually might be helpful. That'll probably be helpful. Crit agility. Focus. Getting rate. Used those. Oh, they don't have it. It's a knowledge. Magical, not medical. I should do that. Okay. How did I use this? Oh, it's because she can't use a gun. Okay, that's... Ah. Focus. Bill, can't focus. Kills. Okay, I just need level 30. With that. Inflict magical damage, 15% magical deflect. They're magical deflect. Inflicted by 5%. Shields are broken to magic. Force barrier. Ooh, we get talents. Diplomacy. It's gotta be, right? No. Actually, no. No, we have maxed out diplomacy, technically. Mechanisms or craftsmanship? Let's go craftsmanship. Yeah. Okay. Relations. Factions. Natives friendly. Original Alliance is suspicious. Of course, Imperialist hostile. Coin Guard are suspicious. Knots and Leme are cordial. Dorsey family is nice. That's good. The best family is... Love that. I mean, you say that, but that's assuming that he spoke to his dad. It's also assuming that he, like, is fully even aware of this, other than me. I don't know, I'm just building more and more layers to this stupid conspiracy theory. I don't know, go somewhere. Oh, shoot, I should have tried to repair it.
We are missing something to make this work.
Craft it, damn. I don't want to waste makeshift. Yeah, it's wildly unnecessary. Alright. Oh. These guys doing? Seems sketchy. You guys are lurking. I don't like it. Alright. He looks very similar to Elliot Gabriel. I mean, I believe you. Honestly, I don't think it's probably not true. I don't actually believe it. Like, I don't think that Castro is probably his father, but it'd be really funny if it were true. Like tons of photos. Okay, I will take a look. But the pun Castro, C-A-S-T-R-E-A-U, like right there. Jose Castro.
Be careful. You know what a fuss the master makes about his bottles of fine wine. Don't go and break them.
Anyway, I did, as I kind of promised, I did really want to talk about sort of rise of right-wing populism. I saw especially in a couple of interviews from J.D. Vance. I haven't read his book. I almost...
Did you hear?
Not because I think there's anything...
There's a chance that a good
Worth-
bottle of
really
wine
worthwhile
could
in
get us
there.
into this house if he's such an enthusiast.
Not because I think there's too much actually worthwhile in it. But mostly for critique. To see what
Hello.
they're up
Are
to,
you
I
lost?
guess. There we go.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but the Master receives neither peddlers nor solicitors. And unless you have a recommendation from someone of importance, you'd better go knock on someone else's door.
Here.
You should read this letter.
May I see that? Apologies for my impudence.
Now, can we compare and
I
contrast
could not
Vance
have
and Olivier?
imagined you had such high-ranking support. Please, come in. We are honored to welcome you.
I think they are different in a lot of important ways. Right? Because Vance is absolutely a populist in a lot of ways. And Polivier is kind of the opposite of that. He's more of an elitist, a global elite. Is it Polivier? I've always said Polivier. Tell me if that's wrong. You know better than I do. In any case, he's kind of the opposite of a populist. So in terms of their I don't know, political methodology, they're radically different. And even in terms of the sort of ends of their politics, they're somewhat different as well. Vance is very much very concerned with opportunity, let's say, whereas Polivier is very concerned with something like equity, and Vance is not. So it's the whole equality-equity distinction. That said, both are extremely friendly to what I would generally refer to as socialism, or state-centered economic planning. Polievra. Where's the stress? Polievra? Polievra? Something like that? Anyway. In any case, I think they are both rather prone to some of the worst elements of socialism, especially the aspects of a command economy. And a lot of this came out, not unexpectedly, came out in a couple of Vance's most interviews. The ones I saw at least were his long-form interview with Joe Rogan, and then his sort of medium-length, 40-50 minutes interview with Bishop Robert Barron. And he was, of course, misinterpreting a great deal of Rerum Novarum, which, by the way, if you're interested in that, I have a video on something about the subject. In a discussion I had with Philip Perot on distributism some time ago, but it's worth watching if not, or even if you have, and you want a reminder. Where a lot of people on the economic right, especially Catholics, have this particular outlook that there is a third way between capitalism and socialism. That this is usually something like distributism. It's the label of distributism. Which is, at best, and I think in Vance's case this is a... Insofar as Vance can be called a distributist, I think he is... that he sees distributism as a noble economic and political goal, while openly and willingly considering violent statist means for achieving said goals. Now, the first part of that is, like I was talking about with Philip, can be acceptable Although it's still busybody-ish, and I don't... the wrong tack. Mostly, for example, I, personally, would rather not be entrepreneurial, rather not own my own production. I'd rather work for a wage. I prefer the long-term stability and security. I'm very temperamentally conservative in that respect. So to try and push me towards entrepreneurialism would be absolutely against my overall design. The best place I economically would serve as well, and probably would be best for me and my family. And so no, that is not necessarily a noble goal. Certainly not universally. But then, of course, the bigger problem is the latter half, is this willingness to use violent state power to impose one's planned economy and ignore any possible trade-offs, which is a big problem when it comes to right-wing populists. It's the same problem that economic leftists of all stripes, whether that's globalist or populist or elitist or whatever, or egalitarian or socialist or communist or whatever that might be. A lot of people on the left almost universally have this problem, but also a lot of people have it on the right, just not everyone. There are people on the right who understand how economics works that way. Grace says, I think Polyevra is dangerous, because as the liberals here don't do the conservatives are semi-similar. It's on the right side of the line. Basically, if I'm framing this through my experience as a disabled woman, I don't trust the liberals with their disability-related policies. Polyevra sure has a daughter. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I can see this as well. Right? He being a kind of, I think he is more of, like I said, a political elitist, and is more concerned with sort of global systems than he is with individuals, and that I think is his biggest contrast with somebody like Judy. Right? J.D. Vance, despite some of his, kind of some of these coercive elements and some of the right-wing leaning ideology and talk, is still much more concerned with the individual, with the little guy, than he is with global systems, and that has its downsides. Don't get me wrong. But for example, he's in favor of things like protectionism, Trumpian. But that causes all sorts of problems that are unforeseen, perfectly foreseeable. But that's the consequence of being a populist. If you're a populist, you do is you support the particular little guys of your that you're representing at the expense of people, outsiders, broadly speaking. That has its downsides. But, as you kind of point out, it also can have its upsides. I am sympathetic to populism, really. At least to its ends, if not its means. And I mean, what you say there, that he'll do good for his daughter, but not for others in Canada. Well, yeah, that just speaks to, again, a kind of elitist mentality. That's how political elites always operate, but I think especially in that sort of lane, big systems thinkers. Yes, they do talk about that, but also they're highly concerned with themselves and their immediate group. And they're totally hypocritical about it, but of course they are, because they are humans like we are. Yeah, he cares about his daughter. Just because he doesn't care about daughters in general doesn't mean he doesn't care about his daughter. That makes sense.
Mr. Larocque is in his chambers.
Let us go to his chamber. I wonder if I can pick the lock. Nope.
I can't do it.
I don't know what the button is for the party. Probably P, isn't it? What in the world? Oh no, that's photo mode. Okay. said, I'm gonna talk to this guy, and then we're gonna call it.
And to think that just one of these pieces would probably be enough to finance my brother's mission.
Are those Tearfordian? You look Tearfordian. Certainly do. Well. He seems very interested in our culture, doesn't he? Then again, not exclusively. These are certainly not. Yeah, these are not. Like, not. Artifact. This, I'm not even sure. Taxidermy. Basically a whole floor of his house dedicated to a gallery. These men.
Mr. Larocque, we are honored to make your acquaintance.
Yes, I imagine so. I didn't know that savages from Tier 4D could be so eloquent. What a pity. I would have liked a pinch of exoticism. Is that one of
I
the
can shout
Guvesp
Ooga
ladies
Booga
I see
and
with
cast
you?
some magic if you want.
Indeed.
I thought you were abroad, young lady. To what do I owe this visit?
We have come to ask for your help in financing an initiative by a group of missionaries who wish to help refugees.
Is that so?
My brother, a missionary from Teleme, is raising funds for this noble cause. We're trying to help.
And you came to me because I am known for my generosity towards charitable organizations.
Not exactly.
I never give a thing. But you seem enterprising and able to fend for yourselves, and I do sometimes pay for services. I suppose I could agree to finance your rather pathetic endeavor. If you agree to work for me.
We were expecting something like that.
I see we understand one another.
What exactly do you want us to do?
Buried beneath the city are the ruins of an ancient temple, which contains a secret chamber that has never been plundered. All the seals are still in place. According to ancient writings I have had translated, it is said to have once housed the most esteemed sacred vase of the Astrian era. A marvelous object, made entirely of gold and ivory, and decorated with mythical scenes. I have longed to acquire it for many years.
How do
The
you know that?
vase must be mine. Mine, and no one else's.
I see. And how does one
I'm
enter
really
the
curious as to
temple
how
in
one might
question?
know that that's
Well,
there. If the
would you
seals have never
believe
been
that I
broken.
had a passage built from my home to the underground tunnels that conceal it? So it should be a walk in the park.
If that was true, you'd have the vase already. What aren't you telling us?
Nothing. Except, of course, that the underground tunnels are rife with pillagers and assassins. And that if the secret room is still sealed shut, it's for good reason. The door leading to it is protected by a device that none of my previous envoys have managed to crack.
Okay, deal.
If we deliver
Let's do
what
it
you want,
next time.
you promise to finance the entire mission we have been discussing.
That's right. I'll even sign a document pledging to finance it down to the last penny.
Rest assured, sir. We will make sure you are true to your word.
I have no doubt of that, Mr. Vesp. I have no doubt at all. Of course, if you consider the task I have asked of you to
Gives
be
General
beyond
Radcliffe from
your
Pocahontas vibe for some
capabilities,
reason. Yeah, a little bit.
I could perhaps still offer
It's the Savages
partial
comment.
financial support to your charitable cause.
Really?
Certainly, if you give me your islander servant. They've become very fashionable.
I'm not for sale, sir. Sorry.
Come now. Everything has a price. You'd be treated well, you know.
I think it's best if we keep to your initial proposal, Mr. Larocque. Do you have any other information that could help us find your vase?
No. I just hope you're familiar with Astrian culture. According
Actually?
to someone I sent previously, the key to opening the door is based on certain symbols that were very
I have
important.
a very useful book
at
on that
time.
subject.
Now, if you have no other questions, please follow me.
Are we just going? Like right now?
There.
You hid the entrance to the tunnels behind this bookcase.
Absolutely. You just pull on this book, to make it swivel open.
Forgive my curiosity, but why did you have this entrance built? What purpose could it possibly serve?
My collection didn't grow all by
It's
itself.
really cool, that's why.
From time to time, I have visitors of questionable repute, so I let them in through here. But you'd better be going. Bring me my vase, and your brother will be able to help all the refugees he wants.
Let's go.
Okay. Neat. I think we're going to call it there, because it's going to be quite the thing next time. And we're going to do that next time. So, it is getting late. I'm going to save. I should have been saving as we went. Silly of me. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I may want to talk about the sort of economic populism aspect at some point again later. I'm still I'm working on scheduling a couple of interviews. I may want to talk about that when I do the book interview. This, Faith Seeking Freedom, by the Libertarian Christian Institute, where I'm going to be, if all goes according to plan, interviewing one of the authors, Carrie Baldwin, coming up pretty soon. That's probably going to be one of the things that we discuss a little bit. Although her particular specialization is philosophy of pro-life philosophy. So that's going to be a big argument. She's debated Walter Block a little while ago, which is probably one of the more famous things we wound up doing. I'm going to actually I'll link that in the description after the fact. Good debate. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining me. That's something to expect in the next few weeks in my my stupid little podcast. I may have a thing or two before then. Just depends on when we manage to get the interview lined up. But yeah, so that's what's coming. Expect some more live streams next week. Again, either Monday or Wednesday or Friday. Pick two of those. I'll pick two of those. We'll see. No promises yet. In any case, thanks for joining me. I had a good time. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, until then, don't be safe, be well, more importantly, good.